So Janice, what are some final words that you want to leave our audience with tonight? If you could wrap up religious trauma syndrome in a few words, what do you want to leave people with?
I definitely want people to know that they are not alone and they do not need to feel any shame. Reach out to a secular therapist, seculartherapy.org, great place to start recovering from religion. Also a great place to start by phoning in if you just need to talk to someone in real time. Read Marlene Winnell's book called Leaving the Fold. It's tremendously helpful for people who are coming out of fundamentalist religions. And do yourself a favor and attend the conference on religious trauma. You'll learn about religious trauma and I think actually have a pretty good time too at the conference.
Well, if they're as entertaining as you, I'm sure they will have an absolute blast.
Thank you.
All right. So if we could get Janice's links up one more time for the conference on religious trauma, get that up there so folks can have just one more look. When is that again, Janice?
It's starting next week. It's the 11th through the 16th online.
Okay, great. And the book again was Leaving the Fold.
Leaving the Fold by Dr. Marlene Winnell. I cannot recommend that book highly enough. It's a wonderful book.
Yeah, I was doing some research into some talks that you've given and some talks that Dr. Daryl Ray has given just leading up to this episode, so I wouldn't make a complete fool of myself. And that name kept coming up, so I may have to add that to my reading list.
Oh yes.
But next, if you want more of the Atheist Community of Austin podcasts, we could get that up there. We are on tiny.cc/AEN podcasts. And there is every single show that the ACA does. You've got your Talk Heathen. You've got your Truth Wanted. You've got your secular sexuality. And, of course, you've got the Atheist Experience. So, again, that's tiny.cc/AEN podcasts. Also, if you're looking for some great chat, perhaps some peer support, someone to talk to in a safe space, our Facebook group, the Secular Sexuality fan group, is a great place to start. It's just run by fans, run for fans, but all of us are in there. So if you're looking for someone to talk to, a safe space, got some questions, come on in there. Nobody's going to judge you. We got good answers and free virtual pride flags for every new member. Come on in.
It's a great time.
We
can hear you.
Hey,
Christy, your part's already done though.
Right? Yeah, no, I'm done for the evening. I just want to mention that everything that we've been talking about, again, will be in the footnotes for this episode. So if you missed the name of a book or a link or a website, we've got you covered. Wherever you're hearing this, just check the bottom of the screen after we're done here tonight, and it'll all be there for you.
Absolutely. And speaking of community, we are going to be on our Discord, the tiny.ce/ACA Discord. We're going to have a bit of an after show after this show wraps. So if you want to join us there, that would be great. Janice and I think Christy will be there.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're checking this out live, we'd love to hear from you. We'll be there.
All right. And we also have merchandise. Secular Sexuality has merch. We got your t-shirts. We got your cups. We got your posters. Step right up here at bit.ly/AEN merch. So check it out.
Check out the t-shirts. They're great.
They are great. I haven't got one yet, but Greg promises me that there's one in the mail. I don't know, but we'll see. And finally, if we could get our crew cam, we have got, I was going to say 10, but we have got the most tantalizing, titillated, talented, but certainly not tertiary crew members that make this all happen. Thank you guys so much for what you do behind the scenes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, you definitely scripted that out. You get the official attached to your name and you show up ready to play.
Well, you know, I was thinking earlier about T words, like good T words that I could get some good alliteration. And then tertiary came up, and I'm like, that'd be kind of rude if you said they were tertiary. So I'm like, not tertiary. We'll get that in at the end. How'd that go? What do you think, Janice?
I thought you did a great job. You're doing Canada proud.
Oh,
Awesome.
okay. Yeah. So maybe we'll have him back. And, you know, typically at the top of the show, we have a different introduction, but at the, I'm not even going to try with any more T words. At the bottom of the hour, we definitely want to thank everybody for being here. Of course, our crew and everybody who put it on. Janice, thank you so much for taking the time right before this huge endeavor and all of the work that you've put into it to join us tonight. And, you know, with all of that stress, with all of that excitement, with all of the healing and the growing and everything else that everybody's doing tonight, probably a good idea to maybe take a couple of seconds for yourself and give yourself a big ol' orgasm. Or
believe me, that's on tonight's program.
It's on the agenda.
It is already.
Yeah, well, if you're lucky, if you're able, maybe better yet, give somebody else one.